Hideo Kojima finally shoots down abandoned involvement rumors, quite a nuisance. In a new episode of his Brain Structure podcast featuring the Game Awards host Geoff Keighley, Hideo Kojima finally spoke up about rumors of his involvement with Blue Box Studios' controversial upcoming title Abandoned. Having never spoken with Hasan, Kahraman, Kojima also expressed some lighthearted frustration with constant questions from fans about the project. Hideo Kojima has spoken openly for the first time about the controversial indie title Abandoned and the theory that he is involved in some way. When Hasan Kahraman's Blue Box Game Studios first announced its PS5 exclusive survival horror game titled Abandoned, it set off a long series of rumors connecting Hideo Kojima and his 2014 Silent Hill P.T. project to the new game. Some 2.5 years later, none of those rumors have retained much weight as development delays and a damning exposé revealing Kahraman's manipulative behavior and incompetency have led to Abandoned being written off by many as vaporware. Kojima, who has not been involved with Silent Hill or Konami since his departure from the company in 2015, has finally addressed and shot down those rumors once and for all. Users just kept sending me pictures of this, Hasan. They still send me collages and deepfake images, like 20 a day. It's really quite a nuisance. I have never spoken with Hasan, the game is yet to be released. I don't think there's much he can do or say at this point. But if he releases the game, people might understand, so maybe he should just hurry up and release it. While the connections to Hasan and Kojima has always been tenuous, that didn't stop a Reddit community from being born to track the supposed connections between the director and Hasan. r/the Blue Box Conspiracy, which at the peak of its popularity saw around 9,000 subscribers, documented every move made by Kojima or Hasan in an attempt to link the two. This went as far as users discovering that Hasan had previously developed an exercise app, the description of which listed it as a personal training (PT) app, which sent devotees of the subreddit into a panic over the idea that this was in fact a reference to PT, the cancelled, then wiped from storefronts teaser for Silent Hills, a reboot of the horror franchise that Kojima was once attached to helm. The studio did release an app that was reported to be some kind of prelude to the release of the prologue itself. However, in reality, users discovered that the app was essentially a screensaver made up of publicly available assets. When we did that Moby Dick thing, you, Geoff, were in on the whole thing, and that was pretty fun, but people should know that I wouldn't do the same thing twice, Kojima said in his podcast. The Moby Dick thing Kojima refers to is a fake studio that Kojima created before the announcement of Metal Gear Solid 5. Moby Dick Studios released a trailer for The Phantom Pain. However, eagle-eyed viewers of the trailer noticed that the logo for the fake game featured cutouts into which the words Metal Gear Solid 5 could fit. Fans speculated that Blue Box Studios and Hasan could be further inventions of Kojima. I have never spoken with Hasan, the game is yet to be released. I don't think there's much he can do or say at this point. But if he releases the game, people might understand, so maybe he should just hurry up and release it. Hasan hasn't spoken publicly about the game in some time, and his tweets are currently protected. In April, Blue Box Game Studios tweeted asking fans if they wanted to see development footage of Abandoned prologue, however nothing came of this. Meanwhile, Kojima's own upcoming projects may finally be seeing the light of day soon. The legendary auteur has been teasing his next game for months on Twitter, and Geoff Keighley, who seems to be in on it, will quite likely be revealing the game with Kojima at this year's The Game Awards ceremony in December. Death Stranding 2 rumors. Recently, Insider Gaming reported that Reset-era user Dusk Golem, a well-known industry informant, revealed that Death Stranding 2 is in production. He further added to that by saying its codename is Project Ocean, and that the game was greenlit years ago. As for White Project Ocean, it could be possible that's what Death Stranding 2's traversal mechanics are aiming to conquer next. Besides that rumor, Kojima's been making some cryptic tweets recently. Specifically, he's posted many images of a silhouette of someone that eventually turned out to be Elle Fanning, an American actress. A new visual, Kojima revealed, says a Kojima Productions game X Elle Fanning. There seem to be two possibilities right now. Either Elle is working with Kojima on Xbox's Project Overdose, or she's playing a grown-up Louise in Death Stranding 2.